Gaye Doganoglu, welcome here in the Palace of Science for the meeting dedicated to the 30 years of the European Charter of Local Democracy. You are a member of the Monitoring Committee of the Congress. You are also deputy head of the Turkish delegation. Yesterday we heard several statements concerning the issue of refugees in Europe. What is the situation today in Turkey?
Well, thank you. First of all, it's my pleasure to be in Poland, in Warsaw, and also I would like to be warmly hospitality of the Lady Mayor of Warsaw. And I am the City Councillor of Antalya, and I am the long-lasting member of the Congress. In the last 2 years we are facing this important problem in Turkey, not in Turkey, but also in Europe, because it's a global issue. But we have the open border policy. For this reason, from now on, in the last 2 years, we have more than 2 million Syrian people living in Turkey. And I would like to say that in the last 2 years, there have been more than 4 million Syrian refugees that they are crossing Turkey and going to the other countries. And I would like to say that more or less 45% of the whole refugees are living in Turkey. And in the last 2 years, we already spent more than $6 billion US. And just as a donation from the other countries, from the UN countries also, we received nearly 400,000 US. So we are trying to give the hospitality to them. We are more than 260,000 people are staying in the different shelters. There are different 25 shelters, but they are huge shelters on the border of the Syria and Turkey. So we are also taking care of the children, because 600,000 children are age of the education. So we are trying to educate them, we are trying to feed them, we are giving also the mother warmness to all these children. We are all living together. However, in the last days, as you already have seen from the newspapers, that the Syrian refugees are willing to cross the sea, and then they are willing to go to Greece, to the Greek islands, and then they are willing to march to the borders of the Bulgaria and to Greece, because most of them, they are willing to go to Germany, to Holland, to the other European countries. So it's a global issue. We have to face and find a solution all together. Under the shelter of the Congress, that there are 47 member states. So I am willing to invite the female members of the Congress to make a visit to the shelters, and then to see the problem on the spot, to make something special with the female members of the Congress, because there are plenty of the female members of the Congress from 47 different member states. Yesterday we already discussed this issue within us, so I'm going to make an invitation, and then I hope it will be a good touch of hand of the ladies to the Syrian mothers and the children.
And what could be the role of the Congress regarding the situation?
The role of the Congress is very important because Congress is the biggest institution in Europe, and we are dealing on the rule of law, and the core values is democracy and living together. And also I am the team spokesperson of the European Week of the Local Self-Government. And mostly we are celebrating this European Week of the Local Democracy every year in October. Because, many years ago, on the 15th October, it was the signature day of the European Local Self-Government. And in 1994, I was a reporter of this charter. So mostly with the female members of the Congress, if we pay a visit to the borders, to the shelters, to the places where all the Syrian people are living, I think we can give a voice to the world through the Congress, that we are here, and all the members of the ladies of the Congress, that we are ready to give a hand, to make a donation, to give some food. And also at the beginning of September, nowadays the schools are getting open, so maybe all the other countries may give a hand to Turkish authorities, because we need some new classrooms, we need some new materials for these children, because the children is not our future, the children is today. And coming back to the European Week of the Local Democracy, I would like to say that the theme of 2015 is the respect, intercultural dialogue. Without any discrimination between the ethnic groups and the religion, we have to be together, we have to act together. So in Turkish we say, with one hand there is no voice, but if we clap our hands, then there will be a voice. So I am waiting all the other female members to touch and to take my hand and to come to Turkey and then to see this situation, the grave situation in Turkey on the spot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.